What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to Bezos Travel. My name is Rafael, and this is Tuesday Night Live. How is everybody doing today? Finally back home, so I can actually use a computer. Please let me know if you hear any static from the microphone. That way I can change it right away because I've been having issues with this microphone or the computer. So just let me know. That way I can do it right away and we don't have to wait until the middle of the live stream to do it. All right, let's take a look who was the first one over here. And Anthony, the Mother Gator, Simon, welcome in, Anthony. And then we have Rob. Hello, Rafi. What's going on, YouTube? Love when you do that. Well, there you go. You got it twice today. Hello, Rob. How are you doing? The Tyler Show. Hey, everyone. Hey, Tyler. I saw you were a part of the filming crew with for the Mardi Gras with Tony and the Bowens and a lot of people over there. Blaine. So I'm glad you got a lot of footage for the Mardi Gras on that Port Canaveral, Miami, I think. I think it was Port Canaveral. See, AKA Kenneth Oaks. Mr. Kenneth, hello. How are you today, Kenneth? Graceful family vacay. Welcome home. Well, thank you very much. Are you home yet, Danny? Or you are still on the road? Howdy, everyone. I am on the road and I'm listening. Well, hello, Darren. How are you? Lindy Lou. Hi, everyone. Hello, Lindy Lou. All right. Let's see. What else we have here? My wife, by the way, she is not here because she got hair thing for her birthday to change her color and all of that. So she is doing that today. So that's why she is not here. All right, let's take a look. CA Cruiser. Hi, Anthony. Spiker says, Viso, welcome home. City World with Chris. Hey, Rafi. Hi, Kathy. Cruise Day is getting close. Yes. Hi, all sounds good, Rafi. Oh, thank goodness. Hopefully it stays that way. It sounds a little tiny, but it's good. A little tiny. Okay. Ryan Donahue sounds good. Glad you are back in the studio. Thank you very much. Karen Griswold, hello everyone. Let's see. Hi, they were with Chris. Everybody saying hello to each other. Right. All right. They got home Sunday night. Very good. All right. Okay. What's going on with my hat today? Let's see if I can fix it real quick. There we go. There's fixed. All right. Hello, Tyler. Hi, Karen. Hello. Hi, hello, Margie. Megan Morris. Hey, Rafi, tell Amanda, Nick, and I say hi. I sure will. I sure will. Like I said, she is in a hair appointment today, so she's gonna look totally different. Supposedly, she's gonna maybe cut it and color it. So, gonna have a brand new wife tonight. Hey, how's everybody doing tonight? Jonathan, hello. I just watched your video from Helen, the zip line, and I really enjoyed you going down the zip lines. If you guys haven't seen it, he has a video of Jonathan and his wife going down the zip lines in Helen, Georgia, together with Gary Krebs. It's actually a pretty fun video to watch. Radio, how are you feeling? You mean Rafi? I am feeling wonderful. Hope you're doing well, Rafi. You look great. Thank you. I think I actually probably lost some weight in Punta Cana with a 10-day quarantine. Rafi, yes. Let's see. Let me take a look. Anybody else? Everybody is saying hello to each other. And Hallie, hello. How are you? Yeah, green screen is screwing up with the hat. Yeah, a little bit. I tried to fix it a second, but you fix it when I'm sitting back, and then if I sit forward, it goes a little bit crazy. So it's okay. I deal with it. Okay, that is better. Hello, everyone. And then we have Sean here. ¿Cómo está, señor? Mary Ellen Dillon, hello. Smack those thumbs up. Yes, please. Please make sure smack those thumbs up. Okay. All right. Looks like we have gone through a lot of the comments. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to put the questions in the chat. So, of course, what is there to talk about? We'll talk about our trip to the Dominican Republic, to Punta Cana. As most of you know, this was a surprise trip. Is that the beach from Punta Cana? Least amount of seaweed that I have seen from a picture. Bravo, Rafi. Yeah, that is the beach from Punta Cana. And yeah, I was surprised that they hardly had too much. There was not that much seaweed. So yes. Rafi, Amanda will come blonde. It's a possibility. It is a possibility. I did tell her that maybe she wanted to go lighter. So there is a possibility that are blonde, but I know she wanted to go darker. So I don't know. So as you know, the trip to Punta Cana was a surprise for from Amanda and I, to surprise the group that was already going there. The group was to travel on tour. Life is Good Today, Dewey, Nick and Megan, Don and Heather, Roberto and Maria. Who do I miss here? Who did I miss? Don and Heather, Mick, Roberto and Maria. Life is good today. Dewey, to travel and tour. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm missing anybody. So we got there. Actually, we got there on Ronnie's birthday, and we got to the airport. No problems at all. It is hectic. That airport in DR is hectic. Everybody. Oh, Gary and Eva. That is correct. Thank you very much, Gary and Eva Krebs. I apologize, Gary. So it is pretty hectic. Everybody wants to grab your bag. So everybody wants to get a tip and stuff like that. So we were walking, heading out, and you're finally one of the persons, hey, let me help you out, because we had some shuttle, but we didn't know where the shuttle exactly was. So this person took us all the way to where the shuttle person was. It wasn't hard to find, but it was nice to know that somebody had a way to take us there. So we get to the shuttle place. Robert Norris here is one of the people on the group. I am feeling great. Thank you, Robert. How are you feeling? So they took us to the shuttle place, and then in the shuttle place, they make me fill up something on an iPad. So just so I get a message for the shuttle back. You have to sign up, and then they send you a text message through WhatsApp. Not a problem. Fill it out, and then right away they took us to the shuttle. Good and virus free, thankfully, Jonathan. Sure. Yep. So we get into the shuttle, and there is this other couple there. The other couple was dropped off first at another resort, and then we got to the Rio area. And the Rio area, there's a whole bunch of rios, not just our Rio. They have probably 6 or 7 different rios in that compound. So when we get there, there's a lot of speed bumps. Speed bumps all over the place. So they finally stop at a resort, and I looked at it, and I have done a little bit of research on our resort. It's like, and this resort didn't look like what I have done research on. It's like, is this the Rio Palace Bávaro? You're like, no, this is the Rio Palace Punta Cana. You're like, well, this is not where we're going, buddy. So he has gone all the way to a different resort. So he turned around, and within 5 minutes after that, we got to the resort. And of course, we get there, they take your temperature when you come in, and they give you the sanitizer and all of that. And we checked in, and we were kind of nervous because we didn't want anybody of the group to see us, because we wanted to be somewhat of a surprise. Okay. All right. Yeah, somewhat of a surprise. And so we checked in, very quick checked in, and then we give the bags to somebody to take to the room, and then they gave us the room number. They told us where the room was, and there we went to the room. The room, I don't know if you have seen the room tour. I'm not sure if I have put it up yet, but I mean it's very similar to the one on the quarantine room. It's pretty much the same. So we stopped there for a few minutes, waited for the bags, kind of cleaned up a little bit, took a shower, and then we look out the window and we do hear our group down there, like woo, Mr. Ronnie and his lovely wife Alma. We could tell that they were down there. So a little bit after a while, Amanda went down, and of course with me, and I gave Amanda the GoPro, and she was wearing a hat and glasses, and I kind of stayed back, and she kind of like start walking towards them right next to the pool, acting like she was blogging and stuff like that. And it's like, and then I don't know I don't remember what she said to them, but it's like, oh my gosh, so they got surprised to see Amanda. And then of course they saw me, and, the hugs and the hellos, everything happening there. It was a nice surprise for sure. Then after that, at night, we met with the rest of the group, except for Dawn and Heather, because they weren't there yet. They were arriving a little bit later, I believe, 2 or 3 days later. And we went to dinner on the buffet. Got a big long table, and we celebrated Ronnie's birthday. I mean, they sang to him like 6 or 7 songs. I tell you what, out of the whole resort stuff, the buffet personnel was the best. There was the more attentive people. They will always try to keep your drinks full, take out your plates out of your way. If you had a birthday, they were on top of it. It was a very good experience when it comes to the buffet, for sure. They're saying to Ronnie that they hope they're feeling better. So Ronnie, he only has positive attitude. But as far as I know, he never tested positive. Hello, Crazy Spaniard, a fellow traveler on cell phone, so I can tag. Hello, Neil. Thank you very much for staying here. And so I'm glad you failed the test so you guys could come home. There we have Amy. Hello, Amy. I hope Neil is feeling a little bit better, because of course after the fact, so people unfortunately got the Rona. So we had a lot of fun. A few, pretty much our days consisted into getting up, going to the pool, then get dressed, then go to dinner, and then pretty much the same thing all over again. I mean, dinner, lunch, breakfast, pool. Dinner, lunch, breakfast, pool. And unfortunately, a lot of the days, a lot of us will get very, very sick from drinking. I don't know. We all feel like we didn't drink that much. The first day was Neil and Dewey. I mean, they passed out. They don't remember anything. We have to carry them to the room. Then the next day, it was my turn. Then the next day, it was Ronnie and Alma's turn. I mean, Amanda has shown me videos of me walking to the room. I have no recollection whatsoever of that. I just remember having fun in the pool and then waking up in the room, in the bed, naked. So that is my recollection of one of the days. And then, of course, the dreaded 3 days before we have to leave, we had to take the dreaded COVID test. And of course, you know what happened. I did test positive. Amanda tested negative. So I was, we came back to the room after the test, and I received a phone call. And, you know, they say, Rafael Viso. They're like, Rafael, but yes, this is me. And then, oh, we'll call you back. So it's like, okay, never mind then. So after that, we went to the pool, but I was checking my my email, and I noticed on my email it says to call this number or go to the lobby. So I left the pool and then called the number, nobody answered. Then going to the lobby sent me to the clinic. When I went to the clinic, the lady told me I had been tested positive. You know, I could either retest the next day for $89 or start my quarantine then on 10 days. And then on the second, I will get retested again to see if I could, you know, to be clear to fly back to the States. So right away, when I got those news, I went to the pool. I looked at Ronnie. I said, Ronnie, I'm positive. I think he understood right away. And then my wife, you know, tried to follow me. Like, please don't follow me. I will text you here in a second. So I went to the room, and then I had to stay in my room until they find another room to move me to, because since Amanda was negative and she had to go back to the States because of work, you know, we didn't want to, you know, stay together. So once they moved me, they moved me to a couple of buildings away. I could see everybody having fun from the window, from my balcony. I could see everybody in the pool having fun. So I guess you can say that's good or bad, depending on how you look at it. But once I was there, I had to start, you know, my 10 days of suffering. Unfortunately I was unable to go to Isla Sanoa. Um, a lot of everybody else went to. Even my wife went to that. They were able to uh, take a look, see a starfish, and of course the water there was crystal clear, very nice sand. Is what you call more of the tropics. Um, uh, so let's take a look. Let me see if anybody said anything here. Ronnie Makharov, for you for staying right by your wife's side. Yes, Ronnie did fantastic staying there. Yeah, for sure, for sure. I wish Amanda would have stayed, but she is the only one at her job. So if she is not back, a lot of things can go haywire. So unfortunately, she had to come back. Let me take a look to see if anybody else says anything in here. Hey, Najuma Brown. Hello, hello. How are you? Party on the Sea. Hello, how are you doing? That was the bad alcohol, Rafael. Yeah, that I don't know what happened there, but a lot of us got really, 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 really bad. I cannot be coincident that so many of us went down and lost memory. Something was up with the alcohol. Yeah, that is for sure, for sure, for sure. Thanks, Anthony. It certainly sounded like somebody played with the alcohol. Yep. Yeah, I mean, you see all these people that you see, usually drinking, like Ronnie and like myself, uh, like Neil, and we were dropping like flies. It was it was a little ridiculous. Right, we need to keep practicing. Profit, Linda Lou, you can get people wasted on less alcohol. You save money on liquor supply. And given how the DR economy has been crippled, I wouldn't be surprised. Yep. But those that went down, did you all end up naked in your beds? I believe Ronnie did, and I did. I'm not sure. Let's see, Rafi, do you feel you brought it there, COVID, or cut it there? No, no way of truly. Yeah, I have no idea if I got it there, got it at the airport, got it at the plane, got it there. It's hard. It's hard to know. I mean, really, this is not a blame game. It is what it is. We had it, and we had to deal with it. Hey, Rafi. Hello, MGM. Remember, MGM, they go after me every Tuesday. So make sure you do check them out at 8 Eastern. Yeah, being all inclusive. I mean, it's supposed to be all inclusive alcohol, but if they have bad alcohol or some bad batches of alcohol, everything could happen. So they did do the excursion, and let's see. I woke up dressed, but not remembering how I got dressed, and turned out Kimberly had put me in clothes after the shower. I didn't remember having either. Yeah. I sent them a nasty letter having heard back from them. Okay. So then the quarantine began, and the first day, you could order food, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Um, you go to the app and you see the menu on the app, and you kind of uh, tell them what you like. Um, some days I will just order once. Some days I will order twice. Some days I didn't order. It depends on how I felt that day. But what I can tell you is nobody, absolutely nobody, has checked on me for my health since they moved me to the new room. I haven't received a single call saying how are you feeling, uh, anything of that nature. Um, there was the only time after 5 days of quarantine they did call me and they say, "Sir, we need to move your rooms." Because I guess the policy is after 3 days, they have to move you. Well, I already been there 5. And plus, why are you moving somebody that supposedly has COVID to another room? It just didn't make too much sense. So the next day, I did receive about 5 phone calls. I purposely didn't answer any of those just to see what the reaction will be. It's like if I call a guest in a hotel 5 times and I work on that hotel and I know they're supposed to be on their room because they are quarantined and they don't answer, once, what's wrong with them? Are they okay? 2, have they left the room? 3, why are they not answering? So they didn't even come to the room to check on me, saying, Mr. Viso, why didn't you answer the phone calls or anything? That tells me that they didn't really care. I mean, you have somebody sick in quarantine for 10 days, you don't check on them at all. No, not a good look for your hotel, if I say so myself. So then, of course, then a couple days later, I had the pleasure of having neighbors with Ronnie and Alma, and if it wasn't for them, I don't know if I'd be here today. If I tell you the truth, 10 days by yourself on a room, very, very hard mentally, very, very hard. You try to keep yourself occupied, but then you start thinking about other things. And so thank you very much, Ronnie and Alma. Our talks, I mean, thank goodness they put us on top of me, so I will go back out to the balcony. My balcony was bigger, so I could see them on their balcony, and we can sit there and talk about whatever our situation was. So amazing people, Ronnie and Alma. Also, I want to say thank you to everybody that brought me drinks and food, from Neil, from Megan, Don and Heather, Ronnie and Alma. They all were there bringing us drink, bringing us whatever we needed. Sometimes it was easier to tell, "Hey, Neil, get me a burger from the sports bar," better than calling in for a burger and then waiting 3 hours for it. So thank you very much, Neil, for doing that for us. So we got a lot of that, and of course, if you have seen my blogs, you could tell that I try to put a funny spin on my quarantine. Doing excursions in the room and things on that nature that will keep my mind occupied and keep me sane. Um, Also, I was able to edit those videos on my computer, but unfortunately, one of the nights I was editing, and the AC adapter of the computer caught on fire. Started doing little weird things and start just messing up, unfortunately. And so the computer, after that, it only lasted like a day and a half, and the battery ran out. So then I had to start doing some editing on the phone. So the later blogs, they're not as well edited, but I try to still put out some editing, some videos for you guys. So finally, the day before I supposed to leave, they called me. I said, "Sir, it's time to move rooms again." Why do you want to move me to another room when I'm leaving tomorrow? And then they say, "But you already moved from another room and now you're on this room." They thought I was in another room that I never was. So they didn't even knew what room I was on. Crazy. But finally they came and retested me again on the 2nd. But before that, I supposed to already been scheduled to take my test on the 2nd, because the plan was take the test on the 2nd and fly back on the 4th. That way they have a 24-hour period, and to give me the paper copy, and then I can fly. So the 2nd is 11 o'clock. Nobody has showed up. Nobody called. Nobody nothing. So I give a call to the doctor, and yeah, I'm waiting for my test. What do you mean your test? Yeah, I've been in quarantine for 10 days. Who are you? My name is Rafael Viso. I've been here in quarantine. I have no idea what you're talking about. I talked to the doctor. They're supposed to have a scheduled test for me on the 2nd. Well, why are you calling me so late? Well, you guys are supposed to do a test for me. Well, what test are you wanting? Are you wanting the PCR? Are you wanting a rapid test? What test? It's like, well, I just need a test in order to fly back to the US. Okay, so he got my information, and then 30 minutes later, thank goodness, they showed up in the room, and then they put in this thing on the counter, and they will look at it like, it was like a pregnancy test kind of thing, and they say, okay, the nurse look at the doctor look at the nurse. It's like, oh, looks like he's negative. Okay, great, negative. It's like, okay, well, when I'm gonna get the results? 24 hours. Okay, fine, 24 hours I get the results. It's like, and then she says, like, you can leave. You can go ahead and leave the room. It's like, oh my goodness. So that day I went out. I didn't even know where I was going or what I was doing. I just it felt just so good to just walk out. I had no plans. So I went to the buffet. I've been ordering watermelon every day, and I never received watermelon. So I went to the buffet and I got myself a big bowl of watermelon, and I just sat down and listened to the ocean, and that's all I did. And then after that, I went to the room again. I changed to a bathing suit, and I went and I just sat down in the pool and just people watch. And then the next day, I got up. I went to breakfast, and then I spent a few hours on the pool. It was very nice to be able to at least kind of enjoy the resort. But it took a while to get my paper. It took a while. It took almost to like 8 o'clock that night to get that paper, and I supposed to be ready to go at 8 a.m. the next morning to take the shuttle. So it was close. So the next morning I took the shuttle, and I went to the airport. I was flying Delta, and so I checked. I had a bag that I was gonna check, and then I had my backpack, and then I had another bag that had maybe a couple of shoes and a couple of hats. Nothing major. My plan was try to be the last one on the plane, so they will check that bag for free in order for me to pay for two bags. So when I went to the counter, first of all, they asked me for my COVID test thing. They didn't even give it a second look. It's like maybe half a second. Just look at the date, and it was like nothing. It's like, okay, pass. And when I went to the counter, I'm just checking the luggage and all of that. So how many things you have to check? Okay, I have this one to check, and and then right before it was gonna give me the boarding passes and stuff like that, they asked me, it's like, would you like to check another bag for free? And at the moment it's like, no, I don't need another bag right now. But then it's like, oh, wait a second, for free? Sure. So it's like, for free, I gave him my other bag to do for free, and then they gave me my boarding pass. And this boarding pass, it was weird. It was all full of red S's. It has S's, the letter S, like 5 or 6 in a row on different places. Like, okay, I didn't think too much of it. Then I went through the gates, and right before I go through security, this lady told me, no, you need to go this way. Okay, so I go this other way, and then there is this security guy stops me, and it says, can I please see your boarding pass and passport? So they took it from me. It's like, okay, you've been randomly selected, and they took my passport and my boarding pass from me, and let's say you need to go to this table. After you go through security, come through this table, and we gave it back to you. So I went through security, with my backpack, took my computer out of the bag and all of that, go through security, and then I go to the security counter where they had my passport, and they made me open my backpack, the whole thing. Don't turn on the TV right now until I'm finished with this. Well, I have the remote. Don't turn it on until I finish. I have the remote. I don't want the TV on until I finish, please. So, so they put the one through all of the compartments of the, and then they put it on my hands and everything. Okay, it's like finally I passed that, and so I went to the gate. Well, first I got a couple of drinks. I still had plenty of time before. So I got a little bit of drink, and I got a big bottle of water, and I got some chips, and then finally, when it was closer, I got closer to the gate, and they called my name. Okay, so they called my name. They're like, I went over there, and I say, "Can I get the boarding pass?" They're like, "Here's my boarding pass," and they exchanged my boarding pass, and they gave me this. I don't know if you can see it. It says docs okay. It says docs okay. And they gave me this one. They're like, okay, I didn't think too much of it. Okay, thank you very much. Then they call my name again, and it's like, well, I didn't go because I thought maybe they just didn't remove my name from the calling list from before, because it was right away. It's like I left and then they call back, so I didn't think too much of it. So like I went in, and I went in through the gate when they called for the plane, and get on the plane, and sat down on my seat on the plane, and all of a sudden I see this guy coming all the way. I was almost at the back of the plane. There were only 2 seats behind me, so I was in the seat 35D, I believe it was. 35D, and he stops by me. He's like, "Sir, can I look at your boarding pass and your passport?" Like, okay, okay, here it is. And it's like, okay. And then they check my passport, check the boarding pass. They say some codes on the radio, and it's like, okay, sir. So like, I don't know what the deal was. It's so weird, and that never really happened to me before. But it was very strange. Maria Norris, we're going to be June 24 in Cancun. Hope the Rio is better than the Rio. If you're going to the Rio Palace Peninsula, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. What will happen to someone that was there alone, not with a group? That alcohol thing is really scary. Yeah, I didn't drink that much after I was by myself. I probably had one drink. I think I had a it's a chocolatey drink, mudslide, a mudslide. That's all I had. At least you all are home now and had a good time. Well, yep. Mario, the Rio Palace Peninsula, yeah. All right. First cruise, July 2nd, Freedom of the Seas. I can't imagine anyone being so excited to go to Oklahoma as I'm sure Rafa was. Yeah, it was crazy. I'm telling you, it was crazy. And then finally, I got to Atlanta, and when I got to Atlanta, I had to go to, I think it was the sea terminal, and of course the VIP lounge on the sea terminal was closed, so I was unable to enjoy a quiet time there. But when I got to the gates, these gates looked like the 1980s or something. It's like there wasn't any place to like plug in a phone, like in between the seats. You know how now all the seats have outlets and all the stuff. I mean, I felt like I was back in, I don't know, another time. I had to find an outlet in a column and hook up my phone to be able to charge it. It was a little strange, this terminal. It was like it's like the forgotten terminal or something. They're going to Oklahoma. They don't need any of this stuff. Let's see here. Yes, Kim, I have expectations for that hotel. Yep. It's Neil typing here, Maria. Tell Amanda I say hello. I sure will. So did Amanda come back earlier than you? Yes, Amanda came back. We had 7-day vacation. She came back on the day that she's supposed to come back, and I stayed there. 7 more days. I will be calling or coming to the room if I guess is not answering any calls or not ordering any food at all any day. Visas travel. Exactly. I don't understand why a hotel will call, they don't get an answer, but they don't send anybody to check on their guests. I don't understand. I had to say it. I'm glad I skipped this place because with this service issue, I would lost my mind. Yep, you sure would. Life is good today. Did you write to the resort itself or to the real owners? The resort doesn't care. You need to write to the owners. Excuse me saying these pieces of travel here, a bunch Americans. Let's take their money and not give service. Such a shame. They do not know the damage they have caused publicity wise. Yep, for sure, for sure, for sure. Yeah, they have no idea for sure. I mean, Ronnie and Alma, they got featured on the news, on their national news. They also got featured on their newspaper. So I mean, they sure are gonna get some bad publicity for sure. Yeah, that was, I would expect. Rafi, your blogs were very funny. Thank you very much. I tried to make him as funny as I could. Rafi, your sense of humor and creativity is amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, like I was trying to give it a little bit of a twist. It's like, I'm stuck here in a room. What can I do with these blogs to make him informative, but at the same time, hey, he's still having fun. He's still having excursions. So if you haven't seen him, I recommend you to, especially number 4. Number 4 is my favorite. I'm very proud of number 4. Neil, I hope you had a really good time there, like you and your group had. Okay. Love your blogs, Rafi, especially the excursions. Yep. Thank you. I will get plenty of hits. If this resort still functions as good as it did when we were there, you will have a blast for sure, Maria. Yeah, I'm not having a problem with Mexico whatsoever. Any resort that you go in Mexico, I think you're gonna have a lot better service, in my opinion. Uh, Good to see you, Rafi. So sorry we were late. No problem, no problem. Thank you. Please be sure to hit. Thank you, Neil. I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't understand why they were so nasty to you. Yeah. No, no idea. Hello, Peganar. Enjoy your dinner. Let's see. Something is vibrating. What about the Malibu? Yeah, the Malibu. I did finish the Malibu. I did had some. I had it with some orange juice. Thank goodness. Yeah, it didn't go to waste. Maybe they thought you were a Spanish map boss or something. Yeah, and also one thing on the paperwork. On the paperwork, you will think that a country that speaks Spanish will know how to spell Rafael. They misspell my name on my COVID paper. They forgot the second A, so they do Rafel. I don't understand it. Maria, I'm looking at something in November. Okay. Well, Rafi, that was a great terminal. I suppose if you fly enough, the security guys get to know who is worth checking. Yep. And then when she got back, her husband loudly embarrassed her even more, saying how shocked he was because left the virus. Oh my God. So I didn't get you check up when you more internet wasn't the best on our trip. Oh, that's no problem. Salute 777. Hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. Is that misspelling was caused the delays on the airport? I don't think so because, like I said, that paper they even really checked it like twice. I mean, that was before I checked my luggage. It's like it was on the phone. It's like all they wanted to see was the date. That's all they wanted to see, and like and then they put in after they do that, then they put in a little thing on the back of your passport. Just got to work. Hey, John. Thank you very much. My wood. My favorite was Romeo and Juliet, performance by Alma. Yeah, that performance by Alma was on point. She needs to gain. She needs to win a Tony award for sure. Have you had a chance to watch vlog of the Mardi Gras ship coming into port yet? I seen a couple. It looks amazing. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to get on that ship in Halloween for sure. Both of our bags were checked by TSA. I will be long time before I go back to anything with Rio in front of the slave. I don't blame you. I don't blame you, Gary. I do not blame you at all. But yeah, so that was my experience on the DR. As you can see, the beach behind me, that there is the beach at the Rio. If you notice, that's a lot of seaweed right there. But if you know if you take a look at Neil's tour of the resort, you will notice that there is mountains of seaweed on his tour of the resort. So I guess they did a little bit of a cleaning. There was still a lot, but it wasn't as much as there was there every day. Every day there were like mountains of seaweed. So now I'm feeling fine. I had a little cough while we were there, and sometimes it comes back. But other than that, I do feel great. Thank you, also Maria, for her little Mexican candy that soften my voice. That really helped me a lot a couple of days, because I had a rough couple of days with my voice, and but thank goodness the bad is past, and now I can say I'm vaccinated. I had COVID, so if they don't let me on a cruise ship now, I don't understand why. And night all. The next live, I hope to see you over here. Yeah. Gary, the Rio in Mexico we stay at was a completely different experience. Didn't even compare. Quite frankly, I am astonished at the difference between that one and the one we stay in the DR. Yeah, exactly. Even if you compare the Secrets Capri, or if you compare the Fiesta Americana, even those two were a lot better than the Rio Palace Barbara. It's just night and day. The service that you will receive in Mexico as compared to the service you receive on the DR. Seaweed mounds were at least 3 feet high all along the beach, just in front of the water. Yeah. But as you can see this is the day before I left, and they had cleaned up a lot of it. All right. Well, it is time for MGM travel. So if anybody can put in their link, I'll do appreciate it. So I'm gonna wait until somebody puts the link, and then we can all go and check them out on this Friday. It is this Friday, right? Yeah, this Friday you can catch us, Amanda and I, and Ronnie and Alma on the rematch of the Love and Mary show on the Midlife Crazy channel. So let's see who wins this time, and just waiting to see if somebody put in that link. If not, I'm gonna try to put it myself. Hold on just a moment. MGM Family Travel. All right. There's a link for MGM Family Travel. So if you click on that link, please make sure that you tell them that Rafael sent you. And until we see each other again, my name is Rafael. This is Visos Travel. And remember, life is short. Travel more.